and travel and transformation. Most importantly, transformation, okay? Because the first two leads to the last one. And we are all here for that, right? At least I know you are because you clicked on this video. And I really want to say thank you so much for clicking on this video, for watching, and for liking and subscribing. I really appreciate it. And when you subscribe and do this one other thing, you will actually register yourself to be eligible to win 4 AirPods. Okay? When I get to 3,000 subscribers, I will be giving away 4 AirPods. So just comment below AirPods 3,000 and really any other questions y'all have. Because I know sometimes I be talking and I be explaining, but for some of y'all, I know I have to explain a little bit more, and that's okay because I've been there, I was there, and yeah, I'm still here too. Okay. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys one of my favorite hacks, like one of the biggest hacks, to be honest, when it comes to applying what I've learned, okay? Over the past couple of years, but especially over the past year, since you know your girl is a consistent exerciser, I'm very proud of myself, okay? I exercise, work out 4 days a week minimum. I've done that for the past year and almost a half. So I'm really proud of myself, okay? It's a big deal for me. It's a big deal for me. And it will be a big deal for you too, because I know you on that path. And if you're not on that path, then you're probably one of those 5 or 6 day a week exercisers. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Okay. Ooh, what is going on in my hip? There you go. So anyway, I want to show you guys one of my biggest hacks because I've learned so much over the past, my whole life, over the past like 4 years, right? But I really started one system that allowed me to keep track of everything that I learned, understand the most important things of what I learned, and then storing it in my brain, okay, without really trying to memorize anything. So I'm going to explain the method right now. So what that method is journaling. Now I know, wait. I know some of y'all like, girl, I already journaled. Like, what are you talking about? This isn't anything new. I'm going to the next video. Don't go to the next video because I haven't explained everything yet. Okay. Journaling. So first, you have to journal. You have to write not everything down. I don't be writing everything down that I listen to in these podcasts. Because to be honest, sorry, I had to fix my hair real quick. To be honest, like I'm not gonna transcribe a whole podcast episode and put that in my journal. It doesn't really serve me. I don't really want to read it. I don't think anybody wants to read it. But I do take away the highlights. And so one thing that I do is I take the highlights, write the highlights down in my journal. Usually when I'm listening to podcasts, though, I have to admit, it's usually during my workout. This is one of the ways that I have kind of empowered my brain to be excited about working out, because before I was not. I was not. But it's one of the ways that I kind of give my brain an opportunity to continue to learn, but then also allow my body to exercise. And yes, at some point I would probably stop watching podcasts while I exercise and really focus on my exercise. But for now, that's what I'm doing. That's what works for right now, and I ain't gonna change it. Okay, I probably am gonna change it, to be honest, but for right now, in this moment, that's what's working. I'm sticking with it. Other times when I listen to podcasts is like when I'm just doing like cleaning or stuff like that. So anyway, I always have my journal with me. I always have my pen ready just in case I need to write something important down. So I would write down my notes from the podcast in my journal. Then, right before I go to bed, I take out my highlighter and I highlight the most important notes, okay? So, for example, I looked at a YouTube, I guess this isn't really a podcast, YouTube video, but it was a YouTube video on public speaking, right? The guy gave like 4 or 5 different examples of how to public speak, right? I did write down all of the different exercises, the 5 different exercises that he talked about, but out of 5 of them, 4 of them, you have to have somebody else with you to do the exercise. So can I do that exercise by myself? No. So what I did was I highlighted the one exercise that I can do by myself consistently, the one exercise that I can commit to, okay? But that's not it. That's not it. It doesn't stop there. I know some of y'all like, okay, taking notes, highlighting, that. And let me say what I said again. Taking notes, highlighting, because that's what we learn in school. Like, I get it. I know this ain't anything new, but this is the new part. This is the tea. Okay. The tea is what you then need to do is every night before you go to bed, every single night, okay? Before you sleep, before you do your prayers, if you're doing prayers, I know some of us maybe not doing prayers, that's okay, but you know, girl, I'm praying before I go to sleep, okay? Praying for the world, literally. Not even just the world, it's like the universe. But anyway, that's neither here or there. Well, it's here, but it's just not there. Anyway, so you need to read all of your notes. Okay, so hopefully, you know, you don't have like a year of notes. What I do is for each quarter, I have a journal. Basically, each quarter of the year, every 3 months, I change my journal. Um, this might be because of my numerology. I don't really know, but that's what I be doing. Okay, and it works. It's worked so far, and it's perfect. But you write in your journal. This is my journal. I'm gonna show y'all the front of it. I put like remember who you are in the back because you know sometimes I just remember who I am. And so you can see that this isn't giving you, you know, a composition notebook from college. You know, it's not giving you binder. Okay, it's giving you tiny little notebooks. It's like the actual look. It's about as big as my face. Actually, it's little. It looks kind of big in this. Maybe my face is small, but it's not bigger than my hair. So you know what? We good. But this is it. I love it because it's just really small. It's my favorite. This is my favorite style of journal. I love it so much because you can like completely like, you know, open it up and it's, I don't know. It's probably just a personal preference, but I have my journal every night before I go to bed. I read it. And this is where the magic happens. Let me explain. So what I'm reading, because I'm just not, well, I'm getting there though. I'm working on my speed reading. I'm working on my speed reading. But what I do is I read through my journal, read through the highlighted notes, okay? Because remember, the other notes might not be important. But if I do spot something that I didn't highlight before, I will try to highlight it then because if it's important, right? I read through my highlighted notes right before I go to bed. Now, the magic. What happens when you do this, at least what I found, okay, this isn't through any, like, I don't know, any of that. This is just through my experience. But I'm telling you, you know, our brains are pretty similar, so I'm pretty sure it'll work the same with you. Unless you really focused on it not working the same. That's different. I can't help you with that. But what happens is that within like 2 weeks, I start to apply subconsciously, right? This isn't how do I want to put this? This isn't intentional. This isn't anything like purposeful. Just subconsciously in 2 weeks I do what I wrote down in my journal. From reading it every day before I go to bed and sticking with it consistently. You got to do this every single day, y'all. You're not skipping days, every single day. But subconsciously, I do it. So there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of really great hacks to this. One of the biggest hacks is social media. You know, I have so many pages of notes from my last year's journals about social media that I never applied. And that's because it was just a lot of notes. And then I'd be like, I don't know if I want to do this one or this one. I don't know if I want to, you know, which one's the right one to do. Am I doing everything right? It was a little bit overwhelming. But what I do in my journal is I have my social media notes. And actually, I guess I can show y'all. Yeah, I guess I can show y'all this little, you know, some of my art. It's not that fancy, but I've been practicing. Okay, so anyway, so these are my social media notes. I put these at the end of my journal because social media is kind of just its own thing, but I really, you know, want to excel at marketing. That's one of my goals I mean, it's been my goal since probably September, so we getting there. But basically I read my social media notes and again, it's programmed into my brain subconsciously. So I don't necessarily have to do any of the stuff that I wrote down. But within 2 weeks, what I end up finding is I end up doing it subconsciously anyway. My scripting changes for my reels, the ideas that I wanted to put, or not wanted to put, the ideas that are suggested to put, and the structure that is suggested to put in my YouTube videos, I now just automatically put when I am planning out my live streams or my videos. Everything is just kind of on automation, which I really like because that allows me to limit the amount of decisions that I need to make. And if y'all don't know anything about decisions, it's one of the It's one of the biggest kind of energy pools that our brain uses every day, right? This is the whole thing. This is why oh, the dude who invented Apple company, Steve Jobs. Okay. This is why Steve Jobs wore the same thing. It's crazy. I'm just like, I'm sorry. Can we just take a pause real quick? He wore the same thing every day. I don't know. Like, I just like, I talk about the natural laws and stuff like that. That kind of goes against the natural law. Okay. It's just, I know that sounds ridiculous, but like low key it's true. So anyway, he wore the same thing every day so he can reduce the amount that it took to make a decision about like what to wear. And I guess sometimes, I guess I do that too, sort of with like working out, because I know I don't have the capacity to choose my workout clothes in the morning, so I always choose them before I go to bed. But I love this practice with my journal because I don't have to do anything actively. I don't have to make any decisions. I don't have to choose between, oh, should I do this, with this influencer said, or should I do what this influencer said? I don't have to do any of that. I don't have to make any decisions. I'm allowing like the natural process of just reminding my brain, this is what we should do. This is what we could possibly do. And allowing kind of divine timing to happen in a way. Just stick with me. I know some of y'all, girl, divine timing on social media. But like, I'm going somewhere with this. Some of y'all know. So it allows me to just let go of my thinking brain and allow my creative brain to kind of really digest all of this information in those 2 weeks and to really see what's going to work for LaJoie, what's going to really fit my practice, my brand, my success, my business, my life, my lifestyle, like what's really going to fit me. And it allows me to apply what I've learned from literally thousands of hours. Like y'all, if y'all saw like the list of podcasts I listened to in the past year, y'all would think I had no life. And some of that is true. But I did have a life, okay? So anyway, so my point is it's just a natural process. I really wanted to share this with y'all because I think a lot of people, they're missing out on this opportunity to just learn passively, okay? This is passive knowledge. You don't have to really take, you do have to take action. You have to make the notes. You have to highlight. You have to listen to the podcast. You have to listen to the audio book, okay? Whatever you're listening to. Yeah, you gotta do that. I can't, nothing around that. But it allows you to apply it subconsciously without having to do anything. Like, y'all, it's magic. I'm telling you. It only takes 2 weeks, 14 days. That's it. Now, I will say this, though. You need to commit to this practice. I would say, well, commit to it for 21 days first. And then once you do the 21 days, you're going to have to tell yourself to do it for another 63 days to actually solidify the habit. Because I really like this is one of those lifelong habits. Maybe I take a vacation every once in a while, but like this is like a lifelong habit. When I'm in the mood to learn, when I really want to learn and evolve, this is what I'm doing. Okay. And I have to admit, there's a big push for everybody to learn and evolve and transform right now. And my channel. Like I get it. But what really what's important to also, my alarm, I'm sorry, y'all. My alarm keeps going off and I don't know what to do. And now I just solved the problem. I turned off the alarm. The important part for that, and I guess I'm sort of going on a tangent here, but it's okay. Is that we're gonna have peaks of transformation. We're going up, 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 and then it's gonna plateau. And then we're gonna keep on going up, 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 and then it's gonna plateau, right? So keep that in mind. Whenever we have times of how do I want to put this? Times of expansion, there needs to be some room for just peace and sitting down and just chilling. Just chilling. We need to have years where we chill. Like maybe not years, but like seasons. We need seasons of chilling. So with that, your do now is get yourself a journal. Listen to, go back to my channel, watch my videos, and take notes so you can start applying them right now, okay? Right now. Let's do that one more time. Right Now, okay, I'm done. I love y'all so much. Make sure to, as always, I have my free offers. But in the description below, you can have access to my free wellness course that will help you with this. Okay, I love y'all so much. I'll see y'all later. Peace.